outside here of Bangsu station waiting for our train that should come here around in an hour, and then we're heading to Chiang Mai. We booked the first class sleeper and we're going to show you how it looks like from the inside, but mainly why we're taking this train is because we wanted to record sounds in it. The one that you see here right now, this is the one that leads before us. This is a little bit more modern, but I thought having a train with more iconic and more rusty sounds, the older one is maybe better for sound recording. Right, there's a train waiting and leaving a little bit. That's a great thing here, waiting for the train is recording trains. Okay. One line. It's like Tetris here. Here he comes. Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully I can get through it. Yes. Hoppa. Hoppa. This is a heavy suitcase. Look at this. Welcome to our first class experience. The train is already a little older. What do we have? We have 2 bunk beds. We have an air condition. We have neighbors. We have great sounds, and that's exactly what I imagined and also hoped, that it's a train that has this rattle, the rumble, the movements, and this train has it all. Now let me show you around the area here in this train and also what kind of sounds I'm going to record. There will be a link in the description down below with all the sounds that are recorded overnight, but of course we're going to show you a little bit more here from our first class train to Chiang Mai. So what am I looking at here if I'm in a train like that? First off, everything sounds exciting to me, but the room tone here, the interior, just listen to it and then tell me in the comments what you think about this sound. For me, this is super exciting, and I also want to make a video very soon about all my customers and all the people who actually need sounds like this. But it's not just the sounds that we hear right now with our ears. We can also use a different device. I'll show you in a little bit where we can record the electromagnetic fields here in this train. But now let's go to the toilet, see what else we can find over there. You see, there's always something going on. Also right now you hear the sound very different than when we're driving. You see, there's so many different sounds that you can record only here on this train. Also, we're at the end of the train. Right now we're still in Bangkok, so when the train is leaving, right now we're driving slower, but then when we're outside, the train is faster. Again, different sound. You just have to be there and you have to record it. I know there are people out there who like to do like overnight recordings. This is one option you could do. You could just, if you have so much more equipment, you can put your equipment somewhere and then you can record these things overnight. Then later on the next day, 2 days, you listen to it and then you can start cutting out the best parts. This is also an option, but I'm not really into this. So there's a lot of things going on. Of course, you can record a toilet flush. The room tone here is fantastic. Now this is another fun part, because you see that the doors are open, right? So now we have the sound from the outside, so the rattle, everything is just like ba-bam, ba-bam. So let's record this really quick. great railway squeaks and clicks, like clack, 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 clack. But later on, when the train is faster, believe me, it's even better. Okay, the things we do for sound, trying to find the electromagnetic field thing. I know I put it here, but since we don't have so much space, it's not so easy to find. So when we were outside, I talked about electromagnetic fields, right? And you know I have the Prezo and I also have the Soma Ether, but I don't have them with me. If you haven't watched the video, feel free to check it out right there. The difference between them and this is that this is stereo. So we can actually record everything in stereo immediately. And now let's listen to this one. Wow. So I highly recommend, if you get one, get a longer cable. I just don't have another auxiliary cable right now. But this is the Electroslush Mini City, and it's also one of the items that are mostly sold out on the LOM website. Alright, so we are ready to go to bed. I just decided to keep the Ambisonic microphone on overnight. We did other recordings with the Schoeps, but I see you in the morning, and then I see if the batteries are still running, and then we also put the Geofon on the window. So we're gonna record definitely a few more sounds in this train. Oh, hello there. You see, it is morning, it's around 7 a.m. and some people like to sleep with the equipment, but joke aside, I didn't sleep a single second. I recorded a lot of sounds, but also for me, movements at night and noises, it's just not for me. Also, I had earplugs, didn't work. Libby on the other side, she slept like a rock. So we're arriving in Chiang Mai in a little bit, but before we also want to put the Geofon here on this window and then listen how that sounds like. In the description you can find a sound library with all the recordings in DMS, in VR, with the LOM Geofon, and also some electromagnetic fields.
Ooh. Sorry man, I've lost my cabin.
Right next to it. Getting tight. This is a suction cup, and now what we're doing is we take off the magnet here, and then we put on the suction cup right there. Turn on the recorder, always make sure this is at 0 here, just in case. If you don't turn this off, now if you don't turn off the other channels in the mixing mode, then you have tons of other empty channels on the SD card. So make sure that if you use it in the mixer, that you always turn off the other channels. And you can just do it by here. Boop, boop. Alright, and here, whoop. Now let's pack up and leave the train. So we just have been told that we should come back into our cabin because now the staff has to convert everything back into seating. They gave us 5 minutes. Nothing polished, behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, I'm not the most organized person in the world. And now it's a regular cabin. That went really quick. So you see, now we can lean on here, clean up more of our stuff, and then we're ready to explore Chiang Mai. This is not our first time Chiang Mai. It's probably our 6th or 7th time. And but now, first time not on a motorbike, in a car. Okay, time to leave. Never miss an opportunity to record sounds, and this is great. So that's why it's always good to have a handheld recorder. It does not matter which one. We hope you really enjoy this trip with us. For us, we can't wait to get out, to get our car, and then we explore way more from Thailand. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you're interested in travel and also in sound. With that said, can't wait to see you in our next video. Yes?